Hi everyone, and welcome to this first episode of Car Filmmaker React. It's been brought to my attention that reaction videos are all the rage at the moment on YouTube, so I thought why not give it a try. And a couple of people have pointed me towards some crash compilations around the Nürburgring, so that's what we're going to be doing today. So without further ado, I'm going to have a look at the videos and just react in real time. This one is called 2022 Nürburgring Heavy Crash Compilation, and I will have a link in the description in case you guys want to go and check it out. So yeah, let's have a look. First one is here. We are behind the wheel of a BMW. I believe that's 1 minute and 29 seconds in the lap, so fairly early in the lap. Let's have a look. See if I can recognize the section of the track. Okay, so I think I know where we are. That's indeed about, I don't know, quarter into the track. There's a very, very fast right-hand corner into this very fast straight, and this is a tricky one. Yes! I'm not surprised. This is very, very fast. Ooh. Very, very fast left-hander, and you do need to touch the brakes before you get into this corner to load the front tires, because otherwise you will end up in the wall. But that's not what happened with this guy. If I rewind a little bit. Okay, so he is braking, he's getting into the corner, but he puts a wheel on the grass and then loses traction, and after that is just a passenger, and you can see that he drifts. Look at that. The accident lasts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's sliding for about 10 seconds, and the impact on in the wall is still quite intense, but I don't think, I mean, he did mess up. He did put the wheel on the grass, and that was, at that point, there's really nothing you could have done to save the car or to save the drift. So yeah, small mistake, big consequences. Okay, let's have a look at the second one. What are we driving? There's two phones on the dashboard, a camera on the windscreen. It is wet out there. So where are we? I think this looks like the very end of the track. Left-hander, right-hander, second gear. Yeah, so that's the start-finish line, at least in most classic configurations. So we're getting a left-hander here. That's the first corner of the track. Wow, it's very wet. And the curbs are very tall in this section of the track. You don't want to touch them. Yeah, this doesn't smell very good. Look at that. Okay, it's lost the front, trying to drift. Okay, let me have a look again. Oh yeah, he's going full lock, full opposite lock, but there's nothing you can do. Once he's sliding, it's just too late. Let's have a look at it again. That's fine. It's doing all right, not going too fast. Yeah, I think in this particular instance, the driver just went over the traction limit of his tires. It was very wet, probably difficult to judge, and it just takes like a fraction of a second of aquaplaning for you to completely lose control of the car. And yeah, once again, once you start sliding in this kind of situations, you're just a passenger. The guy did try to steer the other way as much as he could to try and save it, but it was too far gone very quickly. So once again, tiny mistake, huge consequences. Let's have a look at the third one. So this looks like the back straight, or rather the final straight of the Nürburgring. So just before the section we saw in the previous clip. going downhill. Oh, I think I can see what's going to happen there. That's a very tricky one. Yeah, okay. So that was to be expected. Scheiße, indeed. Wow, the guy sounds shaken. I think I would too if I crashed at this kind of speed. Is that it? Okay, let's rewind a little bit and see what happened. So the thing with this section of the track is that's the most speed you're going to be carrying. It's a very long straight. And by that time you start going downhill. So the car has a tendency to go light. Then you hit this section and then the suspension compresses, try to bounce back. So the car can be very unpredictable in this section. Plus, let's rewind a little bit more. So you're going very fast. There's a lot of you lose a lot of height, a lot of elevation. And I think what it did, yeah, looks like it's trying to steer the car. I think he touched the brakes and tried to steer because he realized he was going too fast and lost control. Now there's no guarantee that at this kind of speed he could have saved it. But what I know from driving around this track a lot in simulators is that in most cases you don't want to be braking in this section. You want to use your momentum and brake here when your wheels are straight, because it's a very long sweeping right-hander. So you go left and then it's a right-hander, and if you start braking here, yeah, I think that's what happened to him. Weight transfer just threw him on the other side of the track. So I think that out of the three we've seen so far, that's the one that you should be able to avoid if you know what you're doing in this section of the track. Okay, next one. So where are we? Overtaking a bike. I don't know, what kind of car is that? Oh, okay, so we're about a third into the track. Going downhill again. That's a tricky little section. So far so good. Ooh, okay, well. Alright. Classic. That's just a wheel on the curb. Loss of traction, nothing you can do. I'm pretty sure he's thinking, well, I'm doing pretty well. Yeah. Yeah, front wheel on the curb. Okay, to the next one. So BMW. Ooh, the guy's wearing gloves, so you know he means business. And okay, so I think we're about a third, just before the section that was in the previous clip. And that can be a tricky one. Third gear. Oh, the Ford in front of him is taking it wide. Okay, we're gonna have a fast left-hander. What was going on there? Oh, alright, it's the other car that crashed. It's not clear really what happened there. Okay. So yeah, so there's a bit of a dip in the track. And it looks like, because it's a road car, so the suspensions are not that stiff. I think that's a Ford, probably RS. That's like a 2006 model or something. Maybe even older. Ooh, and then he loses the back. It's a front wheel car. It's a front wheel drive car. So it can't really save it by with counter steering. Yeah, because the back, yeah, he loses the back and then he goes straight into the wall. It's got no traction, no steering. I think what went wrong there is it's just going too fast. And also, look, the car is not facing the right way. Yeah, you see, I don't know if what he did with the steering, but already the car is facing the wall on the left-hand side. And so when the back loses traction, it's facing the wrong way. And it's not clear if he manages to, if he at least tries to counter steer. Quality is poor. But yeah, I think that's driver error. I mean, most of all these videos are driver error, except maybe for the aquaplaning one. But hey, Nürburgring is a tough place. Okay. Ooh, yeah, that's a write-off. BMW driver stays composed. Warning lights on. Slow down. We have an Audi. So already you know something's going to go wrong. And okay, that's the carousel. So we should be in third gear probably. That's nice. Yes, going to fourth. That's personally that's my favorite section of the track, right after the carousel. It's very fast, very not so much technical, but you've got a lot of interlocking corners, so you really need to nail one in order to get into the next one, and if you mess up, you can mess up the entire section. What's going on here? Seems to be doing all right. Okay, oh, I can see a wheel going on the curb, yes, okay. Yeah, once again, small mistake, big consequences. Look at that. The guy is doing all right. You can see the passenger is maybe a bit tense, and the fist here is trying to play it cool. And okay, that's good. That's a good line. Yeah. That's okay. The guys were wearing helmets, so they knew they were about to drive seriously. And then once again, it's just, yeah, one wheel off the track, and that's all it takes. All it takes to just send the car. Yeah, and the guy knew. Same. He tried to save it, but he knew he was done. So yeah, I mean, those were all 4, 5, or 6 felt like people who know what they're doing and just made a mistake driving very fast. And unfortunately, yeah, destroyed their cars in the process. But yeah, let me know what you think. The Nürburgring is an amazing track. It's my favorite place to drive behind the wheel of the Xbox. In the project cars or Forza or any other game that has the track available, that's always the one I go to try out the cars. And it's a very dangerous place. So hopefully I get to drive there one of those days, but and I'm going to try not to crash my car, so be very careful. But yeah, that's it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be back with more. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day. You can support the channel by clicking on all the buttons, you know where they are. You can also buy us a cup of coffee, there's a link in the description, and I will see you around. But in the meantime, just keep driving. Bye bye.